Da-do-do-da-do-do. Oh, hello! If you're like me and are very active in the Nintendo community, you're probably aware that the Nintendo Switch is in the final years of its lifespan. Nintendo's president, Furukawa, has said that they will make an announcement about its successor by the end of their fiscal year, which means by March. And now we're all just sitting around waiting for whatever's next and asking ourselves, what will be next? So I thought, hey, why not talk about a few of my ideas? What will Nintendo's next console be like? The Switch is already a great console with a ton of great games, so it seems kinda crazy to want things to change, but I still got a few little ideas for Nintendo's next console. Now keep in mind, these are just my ideas, don't expect Nintendo to actually go through with everything. So without further ado, let's go! A big complaint I've seen with the Switch is that the home menu is really boring, and yeah, I gotta agree. I mean, just look at stuff like the Wii menu with its channel intros, or the 3DS with these little animations and jingles when you select a game, and the Wii U had a whole Mii Plaza on its home menu with Miiverse posts, keyword is had, and the games had little icons, so did the 3DS. Meanwhile, the Switch just has a bunch of squares, and there's no music. Also, the themes. Man, there are just so many options. My main priority with the console's home menu is to be visually pleasing while also being usable. You could start off with some basic colors for themes, and with every new game you could get new themes and profiles that come with it. Or unlock themes by getting achievements in games. Oh yeah, that's another one of my ideas. For each game to have achievements like Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation do. They're really cool to get, and the Switch doesn't have them unless they're built into the game like with Cuphead. Another popular menu concept is to have the game you're hovering over be bigger than the other ones, and have the background be from the selected game. Now, the more basic menus do allow the Switch to boot up way faster than Nintendo's previous consoles. However, they could make the Switch 2 more powerful, so it can have a nice menu and boot up fast. Speaking of which, the most obvious thing for Nintendo to do with their next console is to just have it be more powerful. Like, I would straight to pay $300 just for a console that I can play Breath of the Wild in 60 FPS, and it can run a ton of third-party games way better, and offer a ton of quality of life improvements to Switch games as a whole. Also, I really hope it has voice chat built into the console instead of still having us use that awful app. Like, who actually uses this thing? We all just use Discord. Oh, and it should obviously be backwards compatible with every Switch game. That'd be stupid of Nintendo not to do. I think I speak for everyone when I say, the Switch eShop sucks! It's a cluttered mess, it's filled with shovelware and hentai games because Nintendo has no quality control over this thing, and there's no way to filter out adult content. I even made a tweet about this a couple days ago, where I showed the eShop having Nick Jr. Party Adventure, a very clear children's game, right next to 2 hentai games. It's also laggy as hell, and once again, there's no music. Just watch this video by BeatEmUps to understand all these problems. Honestly, I think Nintendo should take after the 3DS and Wii U eShops. They weren't perfect, but they were visually pleasing. The front pages showed a lot of big games that were out, all the virtual console games had their own sections, and so did genres like DLC or platformers. The Switch eShop has all these weird tabs that just clutter all the games up. I mean, look at Steam. The front page has featured games on tops, with games on sale, category tabs, and recommendations based on games that you play. And yeah, everything is square, but the little drop shadows add a bit of flair. Honestly, I think the main problem with the Switch UI is that it's just a bunch of squares. Like, give them rounded corners or something and it'll look way nicer. Also, the 3DS eShop had ratings for games, and the Switch eShop would definitely benefit from them. And maybe add more genres or tags like Steam has. I just wish more franchises had Amiibo. Like, I'd spend so much money on these little plastic figures just because they look cool. Amiibo can be used in lots of ways, like collecting exclusive items in games like Mario Kart 8, or unlock bonus levels like in Splatoon 1. There are so many possibilities that any game could use them for. Maybe Nintendo can make a game all about Amiibo. Wait, Nintendo, that's not what I meant. I meant a good game that uses Amiibo in a good way. Nintendo, no! Nintendo, just give us Joy-Cons that don't drift, please! There have also been rumors about the Switch 2 Joy-Cons attaching magnetically, and I don't really see that happening. That doesn't sound very stable. Other than that, the Switch controllers mostly work well. I don't really see them changing that much about them. Oh, but one thing they could do is give the Pro controllers a headphone jack for voice chat. Yeah, I just really want Nintendo to start having in-system voice chat. It'd be way better. Honestly, I don't really know what to predict for new games that Nintendo's gonna make. I mean, we'll definitely have a new mainline Mario game early on. I'm guessing a sequel to either Mario Odyssey or Mario Wonder, or maybe it'll be something new. Though as someone who strongly believes that Super Mario Galaxy is the greatest game ever made, Mario Galaxy 3 would also be pretty nice, Nintendo. We definitely need a new Mario Kart sometime soon. I mean, we've had Mario Kart 8 for 10 years now, and the Booster Course Pass was great, but I feel like we should be getting some new stuff soon. I could also see a new Mario Baseball coming, since it's the only one of the main Mario sports series that wasn't on the Switch. I would really love it if Nintendo made a new Paper Mario in the same style as the first two, since everyone loved the Thousand Year Door remake we got this year. A new one would be a smash hit, if done right. It's also been a while since we got a new Donkey Kong Country, and with the remaster of Returns coming in a few months, I think it would be great to come out with a new one. I'm predicting that Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon Legends ZA will be cross-generation games for the Switch and Switch 2, like Breath of the Wild was for the Wii U and Switch. A new Kirby game would definitely be pretty nice. Sakurai uploaded his final video on his YouTube channel very recently, in which he confirmed that he's been working on a new game. We might hear from him about that pretty soon. I mean, it's been 3 years since Smash Ultimate's DLC ended, so I wouldn't be surprised if we got a new one early on. Or maybe it's something new that isn't Smash. If it's as good as Kid Icarus Uprising, then I will definitely be happy because that game is Sakurai's greatest creation. I am not kidding. I also think we might get Splatoon 4 in the first or second year, given that Splatoon 3 had its final Splatfest a few months ago. It was also an awesome event, like, I don't know how they're ever gonna top this. Though, I do think they could add even more improvements to the single-player campaign, since I loved Octo Expansion, Return of the Mammalians, and Side Order. Also, Animal Crossing New Horizons' final update was years ago, so we might get a new one very soon. Same with Mario Maker 2. Its final update was years ago, so we might get Mario Maker 3 soon. I'm guessing it could either be a 3D Mario Maker, Mario Maker 3D, or it could have some cool new game styles like Mario Wonder. Given the success of Pikmin 4 and the re-releases of the first two, I definitely think we'll get Pikmin 5 a lot sooner. A lot of old Nintendo series were brought back on the Switch, like Advance Wars, Pokemon Snap, Endless Ocean, and we sorta got F-Zero, so I could see Nintendo bring back more like Punch-Out, Wario Land, Kid Icarus, Tomodachi Life, Rhythm Heaven, Chibi Robo, the list goes on. I don't really expect all these to happen, but it would be nice to bring back some old goodies. Another thing I really want is for more games to use Miis. Like, they were so cool to play as and see in the background of Wii and Wii U games. I guess Nintendo thought Miis were the reason the Wii U failed, so they stopped using them. Bring them back, you cowards! So, yeah, those are all my ideas. Honestly, it's really fun predicting what my favorite company is gonna make, and I can't wait to see what their next console is like. Let me know what some of you guys would like to see, and comment some of your ideas. And if you like this video, subscribe and share so I can make some more. Thanks for watching, bye!